Okay, so now I'm going to show you an example of what a cabinet door looks like from before and then after being painted. And in this case we're just using a kind of a set of doors here from a thrift store, and we're going to try to make this video quick and easy. So we're going to sand it, we're going to dust it off, we're going to prime it, and then we're going to take the next step. So I've separated the door with this blue tape right here, as you can see, and we're only going to do half of it so that you can see the results of before and after. Okay, now we put 2 coats of good quality primer on here, and we're going to let that dry overnight because we want that primer to be completely dry before we put any top coat or paint on this piece of wood here. Let me just really clarify that it's very, very important to put a good quality primer on wood or any type of a product or a material that's going to absorb, because what you do at the beginning is going to show the results at the end. So it's very important to do good prep. And in this case here, I brushed on the primer, and I'll probably brush on the paint because it's such a small project, but normally I would spray this. Okay, we've got 2 coats of paint on here now. They've dried overnight, and now we want to give this cabinet door some character. So I'm going to apply some type of brown glaze. I'm going to put it on and I'm going to wipe it off. I like to use a couple things here. I like to use a paintbrush, rag, sponge, and we're just going to give this a little character, and then we'll take one more final step. So let's put some of the brown glaze on here, and we're just going to put it on kind of quickly. It's real thin. I've mixed it up to about 1 part paint to 1 part glaze to 1 part water, and we're just going to put it on real quickly here. And we're going to wipe it off, and whatever stays, stays, and then you might fine tune it after that, but you'll see here in just a second. Okay, put her on. And we'll wipe off the majority of it. I was turning my rag, and again we're just going to put it on, take it off, and you will see some of the results that you get with this. Okay, getting close. Okay, and then I like to take a brush and kind of feather it out a little bit here, because you don't want to see a lot of application marks. You want to kind of blend it in. Ooh, got a piece of dust. Let's get that out of there. You really don't want to see sponge marks or anything like that. A few brush marks here and there, that's not so horrible, but you won't want to see a lot of tool marks here. Okay, and I've got a little excess on here, so I'm going to take that off with a paper towel, just to take a little more off here. Okay, and you got to work kind of quickly with this, or else it'll dry up, and if you don't have the results that you want, then you're kind of in trouble and you got to start over again. So let's just feather it out a little bit. Try not to leave too many lines, but at the same time give it a little bit of character. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm kind of liking that. Alrighty. We'll let that dry and we'll do one more step. Okay, things are looking pretty good here, but we're going to fine tune it a little bit. This right side of the door looks good. It's got a nice dark line going up it. We're a little light there at the top. You can't really see too much dark. We're going to put a little more brown in there. And the same goes for the left side over here. We're going to add a little more brown there, but we're getting real close and it's looking really good. It's got some really nice character to it. Okay, this is really simple, just to fine tune it a little bit. We're going to add a little bit of brown here, a little up here, excuse the shadow, and then we're just going to kind of wipe that out. Put a little bit here too. And you'll see the results in just a minute. It's real simple. Okay, and there you have it. As you can see, we took an ordinary wooden door from a thrift store and turned it into a beautiful work of art. It's got class and character. I think it turned out really nice. So imagine your cabinets can look like this too. This is just one example of what I can do. You can choose any colors you want too. You can have a dark green background with a kind of a whitewash or reverse. You can have blues, oranges, reds, whatever you want. But this is more of a natural tone here for you. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the session.